Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, yes of course, Mario Strikers Battle League. Gosh, I can't wait for this game. I love the Mario Strikers series, and I honestly thought we would never get another Mario Strikers, at least in this style. I thought we would see this series come back, but in a different name or just in a completely different style. You know, something like Mario Tennis Aces or Mario Golf Super Rush, where, yeah, it's a Mario sports game, but it lacks that kind of extra personality to it, whereas Mario Strikers has always been a stylized franchise. And with this new entry, there's some pretty cool things they're introducing. Not only is the style back, but they've also kind of tweaked it a little bit. It's not as dark as it once was. I mean, yeah, you're still kicking Luigi into an electric fence, but it's more colorful this time around. Nintendo just dropped a new gameplay trailer that introduces some of the new elements in this game. Some are pretty big, others not so much. So let's go ahead and get into it. So there's a new mechanic called Team Tackle. Basically, you just push your teammate forward, which at first sounds pretty simple, and to be honest, it kinda is. I mean, you're just basically pushing your teammate, whether it's to get a good shot into the goal, or tackle an opponent to get the ball. We'll have to wait and see for actual gameplay, you know, getting our hands on it, to actually see if this is a good mechanic or not. Honestly, I didn't really think too much on it. I mean, it's not as cool as like the charge mechanic in Mario Strikers Charged. You know, the one where you pass the ball and it charges up over time. It's not as cool as a mechanic as that, but I think this could be a little fun. And of course, we can't have a Mario Strikers game without some supers, and stylized ones at that. Oh my goodness. I didn't think they could get any better with their supers, and like the style and animation with their supers. But oh my goodness, these are probably my favorite looking supers in any kind of Mario game, period. Each character goes all anime and it's just so awesome. Of course, these supers or hyper strikes are kind of used in the same way as the previous games. Well, sort of. I don't remember actually collecting an orb to get these power-ups, so I wonder how that's all going to work. Like, is the orb just going to drop randomly? I don't really recall there being an orb. I thought there was like some kind of charge meter in the previous game, but I could be wrong. I don't really remember too much on that front. But I do remember having to play that little mini game with the bar and you have to get it on the green. On one hand, I'm kind of glad that they brought that mechanic back. I mean, it's nostalgic for me, but it also kind of brings a certain amount of challenge. You know, you have to get it just right. But that also makes me think, how are they going to work the goalie? I mean, the goalie seems to be computer only. Like, it doesn't seem like you actually control the goalie, which I'm totally cool with. But in Mario Strikers Charge, you were able to, like, try to catch the ball, and it was like multiple balls sometimes, which doesn't make sense out of context, but I don't think they're going to do that here. I think it's just going to be a really powerful looking shot, and it seems to be like that in this trailer. And in this trailer, we get to see a couple more characters that we haven't yet seen yet, and their kind of animated styles. Like, we see a little bit of Waluigi's and his weird vines. We see Peach's super, which I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of hoping for those pictures to come back. Another mechanic they're bringing into this game is gear. You can equip your characters in this gear, and you can make your characters either focus on speed, strength, be resistant to tackles and stuff. This is honestly really cool. Not just in like, the effects and stuff, which, I mean, it's cool to, build up your speed, and you can do this with each character too. So you can have like a powerhouse character like Bowser and Mario with him and, Peach, all these different characters, and focus on certain attributes that they excel in. Then, of course, the real reason I like this mechanic is because you get to deck out your characters. Are you kidding me? I love games that you can collect gear and other sorts of outfits in to put your characters in. I'm okay with this, and I just want to see more outfits. I really hope there's a good number and not just like a very small amount, like the roster. The roster is so disappointing, and that's if this is the final roster. You would think that they would have shown off most of the roster by now, and it seems like this actually might be the base roster. Now, I can't confirm that, but this trailer would have been the time to show off some new characters like, I don't know, Daisy? Why is Daisy not a part of this cast? How did Rosalina make it but not Daisy? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad Rosalina's here, but no Daisy? What kind of Strikers game doesn't have Daisy? I'm honestly really hoping that there's unlockable characters, because this roster just looks so small. Like it's only one line. I don't know if we've had a recent Mario entry, like a sports game or a party game that just has one row of characters. Like this just looks incomplete. Not only that, but like I said, Daisy is a no-brainer. Why is Daisy not here? There's other characters that I would think could easily make the cut, like Koopa Troopa, Pauline would be a fan favorite. I would like to see that. Dry Bones, Shy Guys, just stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, I get that, it's not easy just adding a character, especially in a game like this. So the developers behind this game, Next Level, are essentially next level with their graphics. Look at these animations. These are incredible animations. And adding another character, like adding more characters, would obviously require, more time animating those and putting the love and care put into the roster that we have now. But at the same time, this roster is still very small. Like this is not a lot. So I do hope that there's at least unlockable characters. I mean, we did have unlockable characters in previous games, so that does give me some hope, but I don't know, man. Just so many new characters. Also, another thing to note, and we haven't seen a lot of, is the single player content. Is there any single player content? Because I haven't seen really anything, unless I missed something in these trailers. They mostly talked about the online, which I get. People are really excited about the online, and Nintendo's been doing pretty good with their online. It's not amazing, but decent. They're getting better. So I understand why they're focusing on online. However, let's see some single player stuff as well. I love the single player content in Mario Strikers Charged. And the fact that they haven't shown anything about single player kind of makes me a little nervous. I mean, this can't be all the trailers, right? Like, I think there's only been 2 trailers, so this can't be it. And speaking of online, I mean, it looks interesting. I like the fact that you're in like clubs and stuff, that you can be in like these online clubs. I don't know if I'm going to get into this aspect so much, when the game comes out, because I'm not so much into online games. However, if you can unlock, more costumes, potentially stages, which is another thing, but if you can unlock and progress, your club and stuff, get new uniforms or whatever, I would be kind of down with that. I like that you do get to customize your uniforms and the stages too. I hope that's also a thing in single player. But that's also another thing. They didn't really touch too much on the stage mechanic. Like the fact that you can put 2 fields together, have like a Mario field and like a lava Bowser field or whatever, and just join them up together. Like they didn't really touch on that. They touched on it a little bit, but it's like they brushed past it, which is kind of weird. I mean, because like the beginning of the trailer, it shows that mechanic off. So you would think they would show more of that off, throughout the game and just say like, hey, you could do all these crazy stages, which again, they kind of do, but they don't really touch on it too much. Overall, my excitement for this game is pretty high, but it's been tampered a bit because of the lack of characters and just not really a lot of information. I mean, we just got this trailer and it did show off a lot of the game, but I also feel like we're missing a big portion of this game. Like the lack of characters and the lack of single player stuff that at least they haven't shown off yet. Maybe there's more to come. Maybe there's more trailers showing off this game. And I hope there is, because at first I was kind of getting nervous that we haven't really seen anything of this game until recently. And it's coming out real soon, June 10th. That's coming out real soon, so that makes me even more nervous that we're not going to see any more characters. But again, there could be unlockable characters. I hope there is. I hope the unlockable characters include Diddy Kong and Daisy, but we'll have to see about that. I really like the developers here, Next Level, but this game is making me a little nervous on the content side of things. If they can make a decent single player and add more to the roster, I think that could really push this game up to another level. A next level, if you will. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this game. Are you excited for it like me? Or are you not really interested? Or, you're not impressed by what you see in terms of content or just anything? I mean, we both have to agree that, hey, the game looks good at least. But yeah, again, let me know down below what your thoughts are, so we can go down there and discuss about this game, because either way, I'm pretty excited for this game. I've been waiting for a Mario Strikers game for a long time, and it's coming out real soon. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.